Do I need to pack my suitcases for college? Yes, but do I also need to make a Regency era inspired dress? The answer to that is also yes. Which one is more important, you might ask? I think that's debatable.
I started by folding my sheet in half and taking a tank top that is sort of loose fitting, it's not stretchy, and I can pull it over my head because I wanted the dress to be able to pull over my head without needing a zip or anything. So I traced that with a really a wide, I traced the general shape but a lot wider. And then when I got to the skirt, I used a ruler to make it sort of straight. And then I just cut it out. And then I simply repeated this process to make the back, but I made the neckline a little bit higher. And also, since I wanted the top to be not really see-through, I decided to cut out basically the shirt part of the dress. So I cut out two other extra shirt parts, so altogether I had 4 pieces of fabric. And then right sides together, I sewed each inner piece to the corresponding dress piece. And once I had each piece turned right side out, right sides together, I sewed the shoulders together. To make the sleeves, I took this robe thing that I have, where the sleeves are sort of loose, and I somewhat traced out 2 sleeves. Once I had the sleeves cut out, I attempted to pin them right sides together to the dress, and since it is a truth universally acknowledged that I have no sewing technique, it was really just guess and check. Once I had everything pinned the way I wanted it, I sewed the shirt sleeves to the dress, and then once I did that, I sewed from the tip of the short sleeve all the way down the skirt until I reached the end. Now that you finish this, basically everything is already sewn together, so I just went ahead and sewed the neckline all around in a circle with a 5/8 seam allowance. You want to do this so that you can thread a string through. When I finished sewing the channel, I snipped 2 little lines in the back, which later I actually decided to make that the front of the dress, but anyways, then I took a safety pin, put it around a piece of ribbon, and just threaded it through. And I cut the sleeves a little shorter and hemmed them. And then, sort of in the style of this dress from Pride and Prejudice, I cut a little notch in each sleeve. And then I strung a ribbon through each sleeve. Now onto the final steps, I cut the skirt and hemmed it. The final step is making the sash to go around the waist. So all I did, I folded the sheet in half and I traced it using this ruler type thing. And to get it longer, I just sewed 2 strips together. And then I sewed one end of the ribbons shut, and then I sewed right sides together so that I could turn it inside out later. And here's a little life hack, or I don't know if this is something that people actually do, but I made a mark on the sewing machine with pencil so that I could keep the sash a somewhat even length throughout, since it's not, I can't see the seam allowance thingy. And here's my favorite part, the fun part, which is where you turn the whole ribbon inside out. And it was really satisfying because I'm used to turning things inside out that are way skinnier, which is really annoying, but it's fun to turn like a thicker thing inside out. It's really satisfying. Once I finished with that, I just sewed the opposite end shut. And then I put on the dress and snipped off the ribbon to make it shorter. And then I tried to tie a nice little bow, but it wasn't really working. But anyways, there's the finished Regency inspired dress. I'm not going to say it's actually like a Regency era dress because it's probably not historically accurate, but it's the same vibe in my eyes. You know, I'm not a fashion historian or anything. Here's me running dramatically in slow motion because that just felt right. And there you have it, my audition to be a heroine in a Jane Austen novel. Okay, now I actually need to go pack.